I have listened to your point out that a state such as nirvikalpa samadhi, which may bring peace or bliss, is not our aim, as those feelings simply come and go. I'm taking Ananda to mean bliss, happiness, or love. And my confusion, he says, lies in the fact that Ananda seems to be a feeling that comes and goes. Yet in Nanyar, Bhagavan says that I alone is awareness, and the nature of awareness is Sat-Cit-Ananda. Michael, the questions. The Sat-Cit-Ananda part makes sense to me.
The Sat-Chit part.
Obviously, always here. However, if Sat-Cit-Ananda is real, he says, the true nature of I, that is always here, then why does Ananda seem to come and go and be a temporary state?
Right, okay. Our real nature is infinite being, Sat, infinite awareness, Chit, and infinite happiness, Ananda. When we rise as ego, we limit ourselves. We don't, let's say we seemingly limit ourselves. So as ego, our existence seems to be limited to the existence of this body. I was born so many years ahead in the past, and at some point in the future, I'm going to die. So my existence is limited to the time of the lifetime of this body. It's also limited to the physical extent of this body. This body occupies some 5 to 6 feet vertically, and a little bit and something less than that. I mean, we occupy a very tiny part of space if we have this body. So we limit our existence. We also limit our awareness. We know some things, we don't know other things. We also limit our happiness. We enjoy little bits of happiness here and there. And it's we also, along with that happiness, we experience the converse of happiness, which is misery or unhappiness. So all these are caused by the limitations we set on ourselves. So anything we experience, so long as we rise as ego, because ego is limited, it's a limited awareness, so whatever it is aware of is also limited. So the happiness that we experience, so long as we rise as ego, is a limited happiness. So the happiness, the Sat-Cit-Ananda, is unlimited. It's ananta. It has no limit of any kind whatsoever. So what we are seeking is not any temporary happiness. We are seeking the infinite and eternal happiness. So the temporary happiness, the little pleasures we experience here and there, they are unreal because they come and go. Whatever is temporary is unreal. Unreal means it doesn't actually exist, even though it seems to exist. So whatever is temporary is unreal. Bhagavan defined what is real. What is real means what it actually exists. It is that which is eternal, unchanging, and self-shining. Eternal means if something exists at one time, as Bhagavan said, if something exists at one time and not at another time, it doesn't actually exist even when it seems to exist. So what actually exists must always exist. It can't be coming into existence and going out of existence, because anything that comes into existence or goes out of existence is not intrinsically existent. It borrows its existence from some other source. So anything that is temporary is not intrinsically existent and is therefore not real. Awareness, any awareness that is limited to knowledge of things, awareness of things is a limited awareness. That is not the real awareness. Real awareness is pure awareness. Pure awareness is awareness that is not aware of anything other than itself. And since it is, being aware of this or of that is a limitation on awareness. That is, awareness of phenomena is limited awareness, because we know one thing, we don't know another thing. Or if we know this thing now, we didn't know it previously, and we won't know it afterwards. So it's all limited in. Likewise, whatever happiness we experience is so long as we rise as ego, is also limited. So limited existence, limited awareness, or limited happiness is not the real. Is not real. Sat-Cit-Ananda is real because it is infinite and eternal existence, infinite and eternal awareness, and infinite and eternal happiness. So even now, that is our real nature. What we actually are is infinite being, infinite awareness, and infinite happiness. But we don't experience it as such because we have risen as ego. So the whole problem is our rising as ego. So so long as we rise as ego, we are not experiencing Sat-Cit-Ananda as it is. When we cease to rise as ego and just remain as we actually are, then we are experiencing Sat-Cit-Ananda by being Sat-Cit-Ananda. That is, Sat-Cit-Ananda can never be an object of experience. Anything that comes and goes, the pleasures we experience, they're all objects, things other than ourselves, because if they were ourselves, they couldn't come and go. The fact that they come and go means there's something other than ourselves. So that is not the real happiness. So if we want to experience the real happiness, we need to be as we actually are. In other words, we need to cease rising as ego. And in order to cease rising as ego, we need to attend exclusively to ourselves. So long as we attend to anything other than ourselves, we who are aware of anything other than ourselves are ego. Sat-Cit-Ananda is not aware of anything other than itself. It knows Sat-Cit-Ananda by being Sat-Cit-Ananda. As Bhagavan says in verse 26 of Upadesha, Tanai irtle tanai aridlam. Being oneself alone is knowing oneself. And since our self is Sat-Cit-Ananda, what we actually are is Sat-Cit-Ananda, that means being Sat-Cit-Ananda is knowing Sat-Cit-Ananda.